anti-aging is no longer just a beauty trend.
Boys as young as 17, 18, 20 are coming to us with male pattern hair loss. Sleep, stress, food, they can really make or break your aging.
Even on social media, there are creams, there are serums, there are treatments. Do they actually work, or it is just a marketing gimmick?
Some of the products are IV drips, most of them don't have real evidence-based science backing them up.
Botox, and there are fillers, and there are laser treatments.
Home remedies always work if
There is collagen, there is vitamins and other supplements. Are these supplements really necessary, or they're just the hype? Hello and welcome to India TV. I am Shivangi and you are watching HealthDNA. From fine lines to fillers, anti-aging is no longer just a beauty trend. It's a booming industry right now. But how much of it is science and how much is the hype? To get into all the details, we have with us Dr. Aman Sharma, who is a skin physician. So welcome to India TV.
Thank you, Shivangi.
Now, as I said, anti-aging is a booming industry right now on internet and on the social media. We see it. But I want to ask you that at what age do people usually start noticing these signs of aging at present?
See, it is unfortunate and I feel bad answering this question because we are seeing changes of aging much earlier.
Okay.
Boys and girls half my age are coming to us with lines and wrinkles. Boys as young as 17, 18, 20 are coming to us with male pattern hair loss, which was unheard of. So we are seeing changes of aging much earlier and much faster. So that's a sad reality.
That's a sad reality, but many of us also feel that it is only related to age. But is it true, or is it also related to lifestyle? Does lifestyle also play a major role in this?
See, that is what I have always been telling all my patients, and I want your viewers to listen to this very clearly, that lifestyle is the key player in progressing aging. That is why you see some people who are very fit and they don't look aged. But things like sleep, stress, food, they can really make or break your aging.
So that also affects. Lifestyle plays a major role.
Big time, absolutely. Yeah.
So, as we generally see in a particular age group, is it necessary to start thinking about anti-aging in the 25 to 30 age group only, or should we think before that also?
Depends on what changes of aging you are seeing. Sometimes we see kids who are nutritionally deprived. They start coming to us with skin diseases. They start coming to us with early graying of hair. So then we need to intervene, and that's a medical necessity, that's a nutritional challenge, whereby we start seeing some changes faster. So if you're seeing a change of aging, you need to address it internally and understand why you're getting that change of aging. What is the root cause? What is going wrong? And treat that cause.
So, even in children and kids, as you said, there are signs. We need to look for the signs. But sir, there are anti-aging medicines. People go on taking them without talking to a physician or the dermat. And in fact, even on social media, there are creams, there are serums, there are treatments that tend to say that they actually work. But I want to ask you that do they actually work, or it is just a marketing gimmick?
See, a lot of products, Shivangi, work. There's no doubt. There is a lot of science behind those products. But some of the products contain very low concentrations. They may not work very well. Some of the products are literally counterfeit. They are selling magic in a bottle, which doesn't work.
And how do people identify if it is a genuine product or not? Because on social media, we often see influencers, promoting a brand or maybe a cream or a serum for that purpose.
See, there is no way by which you can really make out other than at least check the ingredients.
Yeah.
The product that you're using should be steroid free.
Okay.
The products that you're using should come from a credible manufacturer, and make sure that you're getting them from a good source. We have seen fake cosmetics come up from online platforms.
Yeah.
So we need to be very careful about that, and make sure what you use works for your body type. So understand your body type and skin type. So without that, we can't get great results.
And what about elements like retinol? Because many of these creams and serums tend to have retinol, and they project it as something that can help us in going towards anti-aging. So is it also, good to go for such creams or not?
See, there is a lot of research on retinol.
Yeah.
Retinol is one of the few key pillars that we have which work for aging changes, and no doubt that it works. But when it comes to retinol, it is not for everybody. The quantity, the percentage, the type of retinol. We're saying retinol, but retinol is one retinol. There is retinol, there is retinoic acid, there is retinaldehyde. So which one to use for which person is important. It may not work for everybody because it will cause dryness and barrier disruption. So that is important that you use it in moderation when you need it. It is not like a fix all for everything.
It won't fix
Not for
everyone,
everybody,
and in
yes.
fact, not everything.
And can cause damage. I've seen patients getting pigmentation with with retinols or retinaldehydes using them.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, that was also another question that I was about to come. Like all these anti-aging medicines and supplements, do also they have some side effects?
Oh, plenty. A lot of times patients think that if it's natural, it is safe. It's just a supplement.
Yeah.
But so many of the patients are landing up with drug-induced or supplement-induced liver injuries. So because they're misusing the supplements. There have been so many incidences whereby IV drugs, IV drips for aging and for glow have caused so much trouble in patients.
Right.
I have had patients who have had wild reactions persisting for some time, taking IV drips at a good known center.
Yeah, actually, these IV drips and these glowing therapies and treatments are being conducted in many salons and areas that are not clinically tested or maybe not
That is
promoted by a dermat. But still, people go on because it is the trend. People like to follow what is trending on social media.
About this, Shivangi, I'll take a minute and warn the viewers about this because this is important. IV drips, most of them don't have real evidence-based science backing them up. So they are not very scientific. Most of the IV drips as of now, they are not only not scientific, they are unsafe also. So it doesn't matter who's doing it, it still doesn't become safe and evidence-based.
Okay.
So the risk-benefit ratio is very poor. And there are people who are adding bunch of things to IV. They are adding glutathione, vitamin C, collagen. I don't know what all they're adding to those IV drip cocktails. And you don't need them. The body throws it out very fast. Most of the vitamins are flushed out very fast. So it is, in my personal opinion, it is an unethical practice. We should put a stop to this. But still, people are doing it. I would really not want your viewers to do such a thing and really reconsider such plans if they have any.
They should listen to their bodies and especially to
Yes.
their physician. But also, sir, which of these anti-aging treatments are considered safe and they are scientifically proven? I mean, there must be many treatments that are available, but I want to know what all of them are scientifically proven and they are safe.
See, a lot of treatments, a lot of laser-based treatments that we are doing, laser resurfacing, there is a lot of evidence on them. There's a lot of study on them that they make new collagen, they regenerate. Radio frequency based devices, high intensity focused ultrasound or HIFU. So there is a lot of science behind them. There's a lot of research that has gone for them and they work. Skin boosters, autologous exosomes. We can now make your own exosomes from your PRP. So there is a lot of science behind these things and they work. So there is no doubt about that. But whenever an industry grows, whenever the options grow, there are some things which are also promoted which have no basis and no science. So it is you have to separate the seed from the chaff.
That is going to be a big task, I believe. Yes. But also, sir, there is this question in the minds of people that there is Botox, then there are fillers, and there are laser treatments. First of all, I would like you to differentiate between these three. And also, when should a person go for Botox or fillers or for laser treatments? What are the criteria for all these treatments separately?
See, I'll try to make it very simple for the viewers. So if you have muscular lines, if there is a lot of frowning on the brows, if there are lines around the upper face, if the lower face is heavy with the muscle being bigger, then Botox or botulinum toxin of any other brand, Botox is the brand, so it can work. If you have hollows under the eye or the nasolabial folds, or there is laxity, there's droopiness of the face happening, then fillers to some extent can help. They are fillers. They are called fillers because they fill. But if you try lifting the face with filler, you'll bulk it up,
Okay.
right? So fillers, lasers will work for those patients where we have textural changes, we have pigmentary changes, we have dullness of skin. So there lasers will work, resurfacing, regeneration will work, scars, acne scars, there they will work.
Okay. And so, which treatments are considered appropriate for different age groups?
I would not recommend starting very early when it comes to fillers, because every body responds differently. So fillers can stay in the body for much longer. They can cause different reactions also. So I recommend fillers when there is actual some hollowness, or the lip is really thinned out, or there is hollowness of the face. Then otherwise I generally refrain from using too much of filler for my patients. Other treatments you can start depending on what concern you have, you can start.
Okay, it also depends upon our concern. But many
Yes.
people, tend to follow the trend and they go on with lip fillers and maybe Botox for, to have that perfect shape or for that perfect face or that perfect jawline. Also, I would like to ask in that matter itself that, as people and in fact many celebrities go for these treatments very frequently on a very frequent basis. So, can frequent anti-aging treatments also damage the skin over time?
100%, and we are seeing it very frequently now. So if you're overdoing your peel, overdoing your facial, overdoing your lasers, resurfacing lasers, then your barrier can become thinner. You'll become sun sensitive. And the biggest challenge I want again for the viewers to advise a lot of caution for is not overdo fillers, because for a lot of patients fillers is giving lymphedema, lymph stasis, puffiness in the under eye area, around the lip area. And we also now know that it may not be easy to dissolve fillers completely.
Yeah.
So we can modify the dynamics, but they may not completely dissolve.
Can they be removed like many celebrities have, removed their fillers or those things?
Yes.
Okay,
So
so-
some type of hyaluronic type of fillers can be dissolved by hyaluronidase injections, enzymes, but it's not like 100% it will dissolve for everybody. There are some very, very new findings. A lot of doctors, it's just recently published that we may not be able to completely and totally dissolve filler with hyaluronidase. We can modify it.
We can modify.
Yes.
Okay. But it is going to affect our skin over time.
Yes.
It is going to definitely affect. But also, people who do not have the money or I would say the resources to go on for fillers and Botox, they tend to go for home remedies and natural methods. So, do they actually work? Do they actually help slowing down aging?
Home remedies always work
Okay.
if conditions apply, like for everything. So home remedies will work if you do it right, if it is according to your body type.
Okay.
I'll give an example. If a very dry skin vata body type person who is a dry body type is using a turmeric face pack, it's not going to work for them.
Okay.
If
And why so?
if a kapha body type, this is where principles of Ayurveda come into the picture, so that we can understand our body type better.
Okay.
So I'm also trained. I'm also a trained therapeutic yoga and a naturopathy certification I've done after my 3 years of postgrad training. So I know how to integrate alternative medicine. So that helps us understand what is my body type. So if your skin type is a kapha skin type, cold skin type, podgy skin type, and you're applying Rakta Chandan or a red sandalwood or a sandalwood pack, it's not going to work for you. It may cause you more harm than good. But on the contrary, if you are a Pitta body type, if you're a fire element predominant body type as per Eastern medicine, and you use a red sandalwood or a sandalwood pack mask or some other product similarly designed, they will work for you. So it is home remedies work when used right. So become aware, know your body type and then use it, know the nature of the remedy and use it.
Okay, so we need to know our body type and then nature of the remedy as well. But sir, also many people, as you said, yoga people tend to go for face yoga and in fact chewing gums to have that perfect jawline. Do that actually work?
In my personal experience, despite practicing yoga and having a certification in yoga, I have not seen face yoga work for most people.
Okay.
I've not really seen it work. But yes, breath work really works to brighten up the skin.
Okay.
If you are practicing some types of breath work, conscious and aware breathing, then you would automatically not be keeping a frown. So a frown will get a little relaxed. So that is the
Okay.
impact of yoga, which can show up on the skin. But investing a lot of time and effort in face yoga and doing it wrong can make it worse. I've seen a lot of people chew gum and exercise jawline, and then they become bigger. So the masseter becomes bigger. So, and they don't want it. They want a soft round face, and they end up chewing gum to make it stronger. That's not going to happen.
And are there any
So-
exercises for that?
For
To have our, perfect jawline
it
that
is
people
very
dream of?
it is very individual based. If
Okay.
somebody's platysma is very high, then for them facial yoga will not help, because the platysmal activity will become big, and it will have a pulling down effect. So there are exercises like gua sha is a form of lymphatic massage on the face. So if you have a fluid retained face, that will help. Gua sha.
Okay, so basically we need to be in touch with our physician to understand our body type and then move ahead with that. Also, sir, stress, lack of sleep, this is very common today. We have our 9 to 5 jobs, we deal with our bosses, we have that stress, we have that anxiety. But also, does that affect the aging process?
I think this is without a trace of doubt that there is big role of stress and lack of sleep. It is proven beyond doubt in multiple studies that will not only make the oxidative stress worse, it will make your steroid levels go haywire, it will make your insulin levels go haywire, and that is what will contribute to aging. So yes, definitely yes, it does.
Stress and lack of sleep is going to
Yes,
affect.
yes.
But also, sir, about our eating habits. We tend to, prefer more junk food nowadays. Even from whether it be young kids or even young professionals, people in the age of 25, 30, 35, we tend to, love junk food a lot. I want to ask you about what are the eating habits that can speed up aging and also slow down.
Say speed up aging, very clear, is processed and ultra processed foods,
Okay.
refined foods, sugar. For some people, tea, coffee, alcohol, chocolates, anything that is dehydrated, and it gets you hooked onto it.
Yeah.
So with stimulants, they can speed up your aging. What will make your aging better in terms of food
It can help slow down.
is fasting, no food.
Oh.
So fasting works fantastically well. There is a lot of research on the impact of fasting on stem cells, on
Okay.
autophagy. So that has a big role to play, and it is most underused. Why? Nobody makes money on it.
Right.
So nobody talks about fasting.
So should we only skip the food, or can we have water during this period of fasting?
Depends on the body type. Don't try doing it on your own
Okay.
at home. Understand what your body type is. Water fast is separate. There are many types of fast described in naturopathy. So there is a water fast, there is a no grain fast, there is only a fruit fast.
Okay, yeah.
Then there is completely dry fasting, no water, no food, nothing at all. So it's different for different body types, and they achieve different things. And more than fasting, also once you do it, you have to learn how to break a fast.
Okay.
That is equally important.
And how often should we go for this fasting thing?
It's again different for different body types. For women and for certain body types like a Vata body type or a Pitta aggravated body type, we don't want very long fasts.
Okay.
So a very simple principle I tell my patients is that a fast begins after a meal
Okay.
and fast ends when you start feeling really hungry. You will understand it is not just your sugar going down and you want to have something.
Okay.
That is real hunger, like a baby feels hungry. In the morning you wake up and you have that baby hunger, I want to eat.
Yeah.
So that kind of hunger is the end of fasting.
Okay, so we need to stop when we feel that kind of
Yes,
thing.
or you be intuitive. You do it under supervision. Like I'll add, it's the 26th, 27th hour of fasting. I'm with you in the studio, and you can't make out any change in energy.
Right.
So
because
that makes a
I
difference.
personally feel drained. So does that mean that I'm aging?
No, it's not like that. It is how we are training. It is we
Okay.
have to train our body and mind. It took me some time. I could not skip a meal. I could never fast. I was always on food.
Yeah.
But when you're on fasting, you run your body on keto mode. You get more mental clarity. It also helps you heal certain diseases. But if not done right, for example, if you have a peptic ulcer and you have a stomach ache and you confuse it that this is my stomach ache and you get on a fast,
That's going to be wrong.
you land in big trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sir, since you are into this fasting, I want to know how often do you go for this? Like in a month, once in a month or twice, or is it like that?
It's very different. See, for me, it is on an average 2 days a week, it's around 18 hours of fasting.
Okay.
Once a month, it is 24 hours of fasting,
Okay.
at least. It can be more.
It's counted
Yeah.
by the hours.
Yes, it is till the time your body learns to get into keto mode,
Okay.
survival mode,
Yeah.
stops using glucose, breaks down your glycogen. That's when you know you've flipped. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a new thing that I got to learn. Now I'll also get into this fasting mode
Yes.
after consulting with my physician, with my
Yes,
doctor.
yes.
But also, sir, there is collagen, there is vitamins and other supplements. I want to know about, are these supplements really necessary or they're just the hype?
See, supplementation should always be customized.
Okay.
So, if you are deficient on something, some particular component is missing from your body, from your diet, or you're not able to absorb, then the supplementation is needed. Otherwise, supplementation, blind supplementation, and taking all the trending and fancy supplements may do more harm than good.
Okay.
Another concept that people have is that natural is safe. There's so many herbs. Despite me using a lot of herbs and Ayurveda in my practice, and we have Ayurvedic department, but herbs can also cause liver injury.
Okay.
Yep.
So we also need to know about that
Oh,
as
yes.
well. And I don't think a layman would know that. So obviously consult a doctor before going into
Yes.
that. But also, sir, if someone wants to start this anti-aging treatment, what should be the first step?
The first step, I think, simplest that I can recommend is, if you really want to have anti-aging, you can take care of moisturizing and replenishing the moisture in your skin. Use a good quality ceramide and multi-peptide based moisturizer, which will work also, which will work like a functional thing. So there are good moisturizers available. Protect from too much sun. Little bit of sun, moderation is good.
People also go for SPF inside their homes. Is it safe or is it
See,
like excessive use?
My views on SPF are completely divergent to what I have learned scientifically, what we've been taught. So my contention is that we are hardly getting enough sun, most of us who are indoors. People who are outdoors on the road, having a job which is like having to be in the outdoors, or who are allergic to sun, may need a sunscreen, a physical protection and a sun protection for some time. But for most of us, moderate sun exposure is needed. I think we are overdoing sunscreens.
And what does moderate mean? I mean, in terms of hours or minutes, if you could specify.
20 to 60 minutes per day is reasonably safe.
Okay.
20 minutes, and especially of early morning.
Yeah,
rising,
I wanted to ask that as well, because people have this
rising
idea about
and setting
UV
sun.
rays and all. So is there any particular time period when we should have that?
So rising and setting sun exposure
Okay.
is safe generally through the year.
Okay.
So if you are living in a country like ours, rising and setting sun, that time 15-20 minutes once or twice a day is more than enough. If you have a lot of sun exposure and you're allergic to sun, there's some sun allergies, we should treat those also. We should get your oxidative profile better so that you tolerate sun better. And that time, those patients may need a sunscreen.
Okay. And also, sir, these anti-aging treatments, who should avoid them?
People who have autoimmune conditions, very dry skin, very sensitive skins, they need to be very careful. Who have a lot of allergies to a lot of medicines and ingredients, they need to be careful about their anti-aging. They need to discuss that with their doctor. Who are taking multiple medicines, who are on very high diabetic medications, who have very poor control, they will not respond that well.
Okay, so these are the groups of people who should avoid
You
it.
should avoid it, yes.
Also, sir, in our show Health DNA, we have a segment where we try to differentiate the myth from the truth.
Yes.
So I'll just say a statement and you'll help us decide if that's a fact or not. So the first statement is, does face yoga actually work for anti-aging?
No, not really. I have not seen. It can, but I have not seen really.
Okay, you
good
have not seen the
results.
results. Do collagen drinks or powders really tighten the skin?
Again, not really. For people who are protein deficient, collagen they can take, but why not take fresh food, fresh source of protein?
Yeah.
Right? So not really. And in this, I ask my patients that does drinking protein make you muscular? No. You have to exercise. So you have
Right.
to do something to stimulate your collagen also. Only taking collagen is just like taking protein. So there's not much evidence also, solid evidence on that.
Is anti-aging only meant for people above 40?
No, it's a myth.
That's a myth.
Yeah.
Even in young kids, as you said,
Yes,
the
yes,
signs are
yes.
there. Is sunscreen only necessary when stepping out in the sun?
I've already told my views. Sunscreen, you use it in moderation. Indoors, blue light can cause more harm, but
So
stay
indoors
protected.
as well, we should apply sunscreen.
See, that is what the trend now is. That's what
Yeah.
most doctors will tell you. That's what most science will tell you. But why not just reduce light exposure?
Okay.
Why not just reduce blue light exposure? That's it.
Okay, so we should try working on that.
You can use. If you can't do that, then you use a sunscreen. It's okay. Use physical protection. It's okay.
Okay. Do men not need anti-aging care?
That's a myth. Men also need anti-aging care. Yes, I've done something for myself also.
Are anti-aging treatments just about vanity, or they're the real need?
Anti-aging on cosmetically, it's vanity, but real fitness and reversing your age and getting better in health is a need.
Reversing your age, is it actually true or not? Can we reverse our age?
This
it
is
true?
this is catch, but yes, there is a research. There's a lot of research going on whereby we are studying the telomere lengths, and exercise
Getting into
has,
the DNA.
yes, exercise has definite proof. Fasting, things like those, they can really help slow down the pace of aging, and there is some evidence emerging for reversing aging also. So you can actually get better than what you are.
Okay, so maybe in coming future we can see
Yes.
something like that happen. Next myth is, do home remedies really work? I mean, people feel like
If
that.
done right, yes, they do. If done right.
Okay. Are natural methods always safe?
Never. Natural methods can be very dangerous. I always tell my patients, even opium is natural, no? That you can't take it for sleep, no? Yeah.
Right. Can anti-aging creams actually stop aging?
Yes, to quite an extent, there is a lot of response that you can see visibly with anti-aging creams.
Okay. So now I would like you to give our viewers some tips on how to, move in the opposite direction to slow down the aging. Some habits that we can, inculcate in our daily lifestyle to move into that direction.
See, for this, I have my 5-point approach, which I call the 5-pillar approach. So this 5-pillar approach is based on integrating principles of Ayurveda and naturopathy and the best of modern science. So these 5 points are feasting, eating right, eating at the right time, not eating late at night, getting enough protein. So feasting, fasting. Not eating is also equally important. Feasting, fasting, strength training. As somebody put it on the internet, I was listening to it. Aging is an aggressive pursuit of comfort. So if you are too comfortable, you're not using your muscles at all, you'll age faster. So strength train, strain. So feasting, fasting, straining, sleeping, which is a reflection of your state of mind. You need to calm down, sleep properly, get good rest, and supplementing. So supplementing will be supplementing your nutrition, supplementing whatever you are lacking, despite best diet.
So what all I could gather from this interview is that we need to listen to our body and then move on to the 5-point principles that, Dr. Aman just said, and that is about working on our body, specifically feasting, fasting, then strength training. We all need to be in consultation with our doctor as well, with the skin physician as well, before getting into any of these treatments. So thank you, sir, for helping us understand the basics, understanding what is real and what is the hype. So thank you, sir, for giving us your time. And to our viewers, if you like this interview, then do comment and let us know. And for more such interviews, stay tuned with India TV.